Hey guys, and welcome to another 7 Deadly Sins video. Today we are going to be doing a breakdown for Galland of Truth, a speed type character. Now the first thing that we're going to notice here is that his attack card is going to be one stroke. Now this is going to be amplified, meaning that he's going to get an extra 30% damage per buff on him. So this is going to pair nicely with champions such as Arthur, who is already going to be providing buffs in the increase in the attack. Now that's not necessarily his main function, it's just kind of a good pairing that we're looking at there. The second one is going to be his scatter cut. Now on the scatter cut, it is going to be applying a bleed to the entire enemy team, and that is the main point of this. Not necessarily how much damage he's doing up front, but how much we can get in the bleed damage. And this is going to be pairing really well with characters such as Jericho, who is going to be having those weak point attacks where they're going to get bonuses against the debuffed enemies, and normally she would have to do a flash strike with a flash attack. So we're just trying to get the most out of the champion with the least amount of effort here. Now he's not considered above and beyond god tier champion on his own. It's mainly going to be his counter for Red Gowther, who was actually just released alongside him. If you're going to notice here, his main ability is going to be his Truth Commandment. Now that Truth Commandment, anytime Gowther is going to rank up the opponent's characters, he is going to petrify Gowther. This really is the only big counter to Gowther. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see a lot of people preemptively running Galland of Truth in response to this. It's something that we're gonna just have to wait and see. I think that the safer bet would be a lot of people are just gonna be running Red Gowther versus another Red Gowther and seeing who can get their abilities off the kind of the quickest there. For more information on Red Gowther, we do have another video in the description as well. The last thing that we're going to talk about is Critical Over, which is his ultimate ability. This ability allows him to do 420% base damage on top of, and this is more of the important part, the 50% bonus for 3 turns, which then we again will turn back to the basic attack to try and amplify further. So he is more of a ramp up type champion. But like we said before, his main function is going to be that Truth and Red Gowther counter. This wasn't the original way that this champion was released in the game, Red Gowther and Galland of Truth, so it's very interesting how he was rolled out alongside that same champion this time. And then the last thing that we're going to see here is that he tries to kind of come off as a temporary tank. When he first comes out onto the field, he's going to be taunting enemies and forcing them to attack Galland. That seems a lot like, almost like an afterthought in comparison, based on what I've read and kind of seen in other like Japan videos that he was released ahead of the time. It seems almost like an afterthought, but if you have an idea about why that would be very, very important, please put that in the comments below, because I was not able to really find out why that was kind of important in comparison to a lot of his other abilities. It doesn't seem like it went really, really well as far as him being a tank-like champion in that. But other than that, other than those pairings, those were the kind of the most important pairings that I was able to find. Again, if you have more information on this, feel free to add that in the comments below. We can always revise later on. But thank you guys again, and if you have any other questions, just let us know, and have a wonderful day.